silly me. Hey, you guys. All right, so it took maybe 30 minutes to finish my page, my first page. And remember, mine is outside of my book, and I'm going to glue it in only so that it's easier for me just to hold it up. All right, so I'm the center, and the next 9 months are going to require a lot of growth of me, a lot of growth, right? So I made this goofy little flower with the back of a brush is all I did, and then I put GROWTH, growth, because that's what I'm doing. Just keep it simple. You don't even have to do all this. Okay, so let's talk about my first word. Let's go this way. Acceptance. In accepting that change is growth, I need to also accept that after 15 years of marriage, my husband needs my help. He seriously needs my help in his office. And I'm so happy to help him, but it's change for me. And this will be a good change. So in the acceptance of that, it will grow me. Does that make sense? Okay. Also, my son is super cool about watching the kids full time. So I have to accept that it's okay to let go of being a full-time granny. It doesn't make me a bad granny. It doesn't make me a bad person. It just means that I'm accepting the fact that that part, those 3.5 almost years, are just over. We'll see what happens in a few weeks. All right, so my next word is breathe. Breathe kind of fits into everything. I've had anxiety my whole life, and I had hardly any anxiety for years until COVID. So I'm learning to breathe again, because when I breathe, it calms me and it settles my anxiety. I switched to half decaf coffee. It's a big, because it makes me anxious, right? It never did before. I have to breathe and be aware of my breathing to make me a better listener, a better person, a better mom and wife and friend. I need to do this because in breathing through all that, the knowledge that I'm enough comes back to me, because I am enough. I totally am enough. I know that. Okay. So my word down here is, you can't hardly see it, is voice. Who doesn't? Hello, raise your hand if you've never spoken words you shouldn't have said. I can't raise my hand because I have. So in growing in the use of my voice, it doesn't mean that I become destructive or harmful or mean. It tells me to think, to breathe, and then speak. Does it need to be said? Is what I'm saying kind? Will it help the situation? Always making sure this is not an opinion. People don't need my opinions. So using my voice in the kindest, most loving way is going to help me grow. And I love that. The next one right here is patience. No knee-jerk reactions. No harsh rebuttals. No anger releases. No, like fireworks. Boom, boom, boom. In order to grow in patience, it all circles kind of back to being accepting and breathing and voicing. And as I'm using each one of them, they will make an infrastructure, and the stem and my roots will become stronger in my flower. So I love that. So yeah, I have to learn to have more patience, because I sometimes react like a normal human being too much. The next word is strength. I love this word. I need to grow my strength. About 8 years ago, I discovered my inner strength, and I love it, but it needs work now. So I need to overcome my fears and my doubts and my insecurities and my thinking that I'm fat, or I'm a failure, or I'm not smart enough, I'm not doing enough. And I can only do that through inner strength. And I can only grow my inner strength through the belief in myself. So it's a big, 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 big bunch of stuff that's all going to be working together. This one is let go. You know, it's like they used to say, don't let the small stuff get to you. That's what has been happening for me during COVID. Is I'll go out and I just will get so mad. And a great example of that is at the gym. They've always had the TVs on, and I don't like TV. I don't watch TV. I hate the TVs on. I wish he had 50% of the equipment facing the other way so we didn't have to look at it, because it's not by the machines. It's just like by the ellipticals and the treadmills and the bikes. And I guess, I don't know, I just don't think they belong in a gym, but that's me. But all of this together has made me, because they have on the news, and the news what? Is preaching lies or aggravation or arguing or murder or looting or something bad in the world going on, and I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Thank goodness my eyes are so bad I can't read the screens. So I've got to learn to let go of that stuff. You know, if I don't get a particular machine that I really, really need, I need to be able to either take a step back and sit down and wait for my turn, come back, or just find an alternative way to exercise at that time. So letting a lot of stuff go and guilt. I gotta let go of the guilt that I feel not being a full-time granny. I don't want to feel like a failure, and that's how I feel. Like I feel like a failure. I'm not. That's how I feel. The last one is fear. Well, you know, they always say faith over fear, right? Overcoming my fear. Do I have a fear of catching COVID? Yeah, I do. Do I think I'm going to die? Nope. But I don't want to catch it, and I don't want to pass it on. That being said, I hate wearing a mask because I have a hard time breathing because my allergies are so severe. But I do, when I need to, I wear it. I have a fear of flying. I always have. I don't like it. And I'm certainly not going to fly now. I don't have a fear of food. I have a ton of allergies to food. So that kind of goes with my fear of traveling. I don't have a lot of fears, I don't think. Right now they're just dumb ones. Like, I'm not seeing my grandkids for 3 weeks because my son and his wife are having visitors from out of town, and it's a whole week. And so I said, okay, great. 2 weeks after they've left, the kids can come back. Now, I know everybody's going to be fine. I know. But the fear inside of me eats me alive. So I have a lot of growing to do over the next 9 months. That's my journey. And I hope my sharing, my simple first page with you, encourages you to dig deep and start your first page too. It's pretty simple, right? Figure out what you want to do, what your theme's going to be, what you want to overcome. Maybe it's just something as simple as, you know what, I just want to learn to dance. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, grow the most that you can. So let me know what you're doing. I want to see your pages. Post them. Thanks. Bye.